Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. The New York Giants lose to the Baltimore Ravens 35-14. A new week, a new plane with a new message flying over MetLife Stadium. If you didn't feel like the whole house needed to be cleaned, how do you feel right now? And I'm talking to a few of you because for some reason, after watching these games and watching these losses, people still feel like this regime deserves a chance to pick their own quarterback. And you know what's funny? I usually I usually watch these games live. I didn't get a chance to watch the game live today. I saw the first half, and then I actually went to the Cardinals and the Patriots game today. And normally I have the post-game recap live, and I get a chance to go through the raw emotions and to share the frustrations in the therapy session, with other fans. Didn't get that today. But I will say this, I did get a chance to see some reactions before I actually got a chance to see the game. And shout out to all the Giants content creators out there. Whether I agree with you guys or I don't, shout out to all of the Giants content creators out there. Now, let me say this. We're starting to see a lot of folks talk about these guys got to go. We're starting to see it now. And I guess it's cool now to say that these guys need to go when there was a lot of people that were saying it previously that the whole regime had to go. Understand, man, it is what it is. Some people come along late. I wasn't the first one either. I wasn't the first one to come around too. It took a little bit, but I've been on this train for a while now, and it's cool to see other people, other channels get on the train as well. So it's another week, another plane, another message flying over MetLife. What more do people need to see? Lost to the Baltimore Ravens 35-14. And again, nobody thought we were going to win. We were looking at that 16.5 point spread like, you know what? It was tempting to maybe go ahead with the Giants. We knew right away that it was not going to be the New York Giants' day. And of course, the New York Giants are now 0-8 at home on the 100th year anniversary. Mr. John Mara. Mr. Mara. Enough is enough. That's what the plane said, right? Enough is enough. Fire everyone is what that's what the plane said. That's what the message on the plane said over MetLife. You see the thumbnail. It's brown paper bag time. 1970s, 2070. That's what we living in right now. And it is awful. Awful. Going into the game, Drew Lock can't play. Tommy DeVito ends up getting hurt. He looked horrible. Tim Boyle ends up getting in the game, and he actually moves the ball a little bit. Still awful. Malik Neighbors gets into the end zone. I think Tyrone Tracy had 31 yards total. They gave Devin Singletary the ball a little bit more, got him involved. But nothing has changed. Nothing. And the bad thing about it is this. You still have people that want to bring up Daniel Jones. Oh, this team looks so bad with Daniel Jones. Well, what did you expect to happen? We weren't winning with Daniel Jones. We weren't going to win without Daniel Jones. Does it look worse without Daniel Jones? You can say that. But it still doesn't add up to W's. We're still losing. Certain things had to change. Certain things had to change in order for things to get in motion. You get rid of Daniel Jones. That's one of the scapegoats. Now you're looking at Brian Dable. That's another one of he's not even scapegoat. He's at fault. And then Joe Shane. Brian Dable most likely doesn't get fired tomorrow. Because you know what? then the attention goes to Joe Shane. He's going to let Brian Dable rot. Dead man walking to the end of the season. And as long as Brian Dable is here, he is a body shield. For those that want to believe it, he is a body shield for Joe Shane, man. No, John Mara. Listen to me, John Mara. Listen to the fans. Listen to the guy that was flying the airplane. Fire everyone. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And it sucks. Maybe wait till after Christmas. It still sucks. I hate to say it. It's not good to say it. We're talking about livelihoods here. But when you're not getting the job done, if I'm not getting my job done at work, guess what happens? I get fired. And the New York Giants is not getting the job done at work. And guess what? People got to get fired. People, heads got to roll. The streets need a body. We need our pound of flesh. Well, we're waiting. Come on. Come on, man. What are we doing here, man? I understand that's the Baltimore Ravens. I understand we had a bunch of people that wouldn't even make a roster on a good team. I understand all that. But that's the biggest problem. This is who the New York Giants are rolling out. These are the players that the New York Giants have as reserve. You don't see the problem? You really don't see the problem. You really don't see the problem. This is the roster that we have. Who's in charge of the roster? This is the roster that we have. Who is coaching the roster? I'm blind. I'm blind. Give these guys another chance. Let these guys pick their own quarterback. Why? Why? Every week we see it. And then every Monday to Friday, we start to forget about it. Or some people start to forget about it. Why? They deserve to pick their own quarterback. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why? Why do they deserve it? Because of what they did 2 years ago? That's why they deserve it? Because of the injuries? That's why they deserve it? Every team deals with injuries. Every one of them. Every one of them. But not every one of those teams look like the New York Giants while dealing with injuries. Do they? Do they? And even the teams outside of the Raiders right now, but a lot of those 3-10 teams that are sitting there, a lot of those teams, they're playing way better ball than the New York Giants are playing right now. But guess what? If we slip up and just win one more game and those teams continue to lose, we go all the way to the back of the line when it comes to the draft because our strength of schedule is stronger. No. I'm over entertaining a lot of the comments about giving these guys another shot. I'm not giving these guys another shot in my mind until John Mara rolls out here at the end of the season and say, you know what, I'm keeping these guys. That's when I'll give these guys another shot. But until then, foot on necks. I'm on them. Pause. Every week, I'm on them. Pause. Every week. Every week. You guys got to be tired of watching this stuff, man. I'm sick of watching it. Every week somebody says, well, we're at rock bottom. It can't get any worse. And every time, what happens? What happens? It gets worse. It always can get worse. And we prove that every single week. The New York Giants haven't won a game in 2 months. We haven't won a game in 2 months. And we're talking about these guys deserve another chance. No. No, they don't.